Hi everyone, welcome to the corner. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I get into drinking coffee. But before I do that, I want to pour myself a nice cup of freshly made coffee. So I was kind of surprised to find out that every year Canadians drink a lot of coffee. I was stunned to find out that Canadians drink 3.9 million bags of 60 kilogram of bags of coffee. As an average, everyone drinks about maybe 3 or 3.2 cups of coffee. And I drink a lot of coffee. But before I'm going to tell you how I got into drinking coffee, let me ask you a question. What do you think my favorite drink was when I was a teenager? Give you a few seconds. Now, if you think pop or Coke was my favorite drink, you're correct. But something happened when I started going to college. And when I went to college, what do you think my favorite drink was? Now, if you say it's milk, no. Tea, no. Coffee, not yet. You would have never guessed what my favorite drink was. It was hot iced tea. Yeah, you're right. I used to buy those tin of iced tea powder and boil the hot water and then mix it, and that was my favorite drink. Now, let me tell you about how I got into coffee. I graduated from Bible college and then went into seminary and started working as a pastor in 1984. And I didn't really like sitting in the office to have meetings and have counseling and all that. So I've decided, okay, let's do it, in a restaurant. There's a Greasy Spoon restaurant just right next to the church where I used to work in. And I used to meet a lot of people there talking about ministry, counseling, and different things. So when I first started going to have meeting in the restaurant, I would just order pop or some other drinks. But every time when I needed a refills, it cost me money. So I said, okay, what is the cheapest drink that I can get, and I can get free refills? Boom! It was coffee. And every time I would drink lots and lots of coffee, just having meetings. Sometimes it would last 2 hours, 3 hours. And I was cheap. I just didn't want to pay that much to buy extra drinks just for the meeting. So that's how I got into drinking coffee. Now, you probably think that, well, so what's the big deal about drinking coffee? Well, I thought about actually quitting coffee at one point. And I started to think about that and started to move toward quitting coffee. But then I started reading some magazine and some journal from some medical journal saying that coffee actually help you to retain your memory. I said, I need to keep my memory, my brain strong. So I start going back to drinking coffee again. But that's not the reason why I really get back to drinking coffee. I really think that when I ask people to have coffee with me, that's when a lot of things happen. Because I really think that over coffee, you can talk about many things. Talk about life, talk about different struggles, talk about different blessings that we have, talking about ministry, talking about strategy of what we can do in this or that. And after all, coffee is just a drink. But over coffee time, we can talk about many, many things. So it's still my favorite drink in a sense that it's cheap, it's refillable, but most important, coffee is the time that we can connect with one another. So for me, coffee time is connection time. So if you want to connect with me, even though we cannot meet, we can have a virtual coffee time. Or in the future, when all this lockdown is over, I would love to sit down and have coffee with you so we can enjoy a nice cup of coffee as well as just sharing life together. God bless you. Cheers.